everybody. I was actually just checking the sound, but I'm not sure if it's working. Does it sound really weird? I can't even use it. Does it do a double? I don't know. Can you hear me? Yeah, it sounds really roomy. I don't know where the other audio is coming from. Yeah, it sounds like I'm in a room. I'm gonna double check my audio settings. Oh, there it is.
He, the blue snowball. There we go. Okay, I can confirm that I can hear it. There we go. I was plugging things in and unplugging them, and their settings all reset, as if we've never done this before. I don't know. Week to week, I do the same thing. I don't understand why my computer today decided today's the day I'm going to rebel. I'm going to put away the gigantic professional headphones. Hi, how are we? Hello. Joseph, you're here. Lenny is here. That is nice. Good to see you both. I'm going to get a bunch of business out of the way. Welcome back to Attack the Pantry. I am Jenn de Vega. This stream is a deep dive into ingredients, cooking techniques, and recipes to help you cook for yourself during our ongoing panini and for the rest of your adult life. Say hello and throw us an egg in the chat if you like what you're seeing or hearing throughout the show. That is how we show love around here. Last time on the show, what was the last show? Did I cook or was it my friend? Oh, I made spaghetti Alfredo because we were trying to clear out my fridge. Yes. And then before that, we talked to my friend Eric Grundhauser about food and fiction, which was really cool. Next week, next Wednesday, Lenny, who is in the chat, will be here on the show with me, which is very exciting. We're going to be talking about synthesizers and burgers, two things that we both love. Hey, David, you're here. Been missing on Wednesdays. What's up? Where you been? I'm just kidding. Everybody has busy lives. I totally understand. Just giving you some shit. Let's see. More business. You can watch all the past clips here on my channel if you click on videos. The entire archive is located at youtube.com/JENNDLV, and you can subscribe there if you miss a stream. There is this feature called Moments that Twitch is testing. I don't know if you feel like it's something you want to try. You can check it out. I know, right out the gate with the sass. Yes, it's true. Hey, Robert is here too. So is Chris. Boyga. We're gonna talk about boigas and synths. Very good. Oh, a friend named a Pokemon after you? That is so cool. That is a good excuse to miss the stream. Very, very good excuse. So for those of you who don't know, I am a Twitch affiliate. That means with every subscription, every tier, every bit, I get a little bit of pocket change. And one way around that is if you have Amazon Prime, you can gift a subscription to your favorite creators every month. You get one free subscription a month. So you click that purple button that says gift a sub, and you can either use real money or your Amazon Prime account to gift a sub to anyone. Hopefully that's me sometimes. When you do it, you get a little crown next to your name in the chat and access to the egg emotes that we have here in this specific channel. Another way to participate is I started a wish list of items that I'm going to be cooking with on the show. We have already a backlog of items that I haven't cooked with yet, so no pressure here. But if you ever want to add items to the list and see me cook with a specific ingredient, I'm happy to take suggestions. Here's that wish list. You can check it out. Anyway, what else? For the month of March, this is really cool. Bookshop.org is an alternative to Amazon, and I know it's a very complicated relationship being on Twitch and using Amazon affiliate links, but I found an alternative called bookshop.org, and they work with independent bookshops to sell books. And so authors are now implementing this in their campaigns. I've gathered all the books that I've ever worked on my bookshop account. And if you buy through my shop, I get a little bit of percentage back. And then you also buy from independent booksellers instead of Amazon. So it's great. In March, I get like a little bit more percentage. It's as part of a promotion, but you can check that out on your own time. It's really cute. And you can start a bookshop account and have an affiliate account if you love books as well. You can even make lists of books that you recommend, or books that you've worked on, or books that are like, books that you want to get someday. Like, you can also like earn a little bit of pocket change from that too. Yep, there's hot sauce on my wish list. It's very true. It's true. What else? Oh yeah, for those of you who have missed it, we have an upgrade on this show, which is I don't share my screen anymore. Instead, I make slides. Look at this, we're upgrading. Next time we'll animate the slides. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it supports animation yet. But I'm going to also drink a cranberry juice while we're looking at all the stuff. But this came in from, rewind. If you want to support the show, you can either subscribe or click on the links. There's tons of really helpful links below the video here. All those little paper ripped banners are all links. So you can open those up and check them out whenever. But if you would like to participate in this show and tell segment of the show where I make slides now, I'll make slides. You can tag me on Instagram and Twitter at Randwiches, or you can DM me your cooking photos of the week. I want to see them so that we can show them off like this. Yeah, this came from Splooty Gooters. This is leftover slow-cooked pork shoulder crisp up for breakfast tacos, and a lemon garlic roasted chicken with kale and mushrooms cooked with a little wine and balsamic. Look at that. Those tacos look so good. I'm into it. Thank you for sending that in. Beautiful. I've been having a rough 2022, I would say. And one morning I was like, I'm just not going to get out of bed, and I'm going to eat this slice of pizza in my bed. I got out of bed to go get the slice of pizza, but I sat back down and was like, who else is eating leftover pizza in bed? And if you'll remember, my previous guest, Eric, who goes by Present Eric on Twitter, said couch, but yes. That's a very small pizza, but pizza solidarity. Very good. Very delicious. Love to see a pizza in bed. If any of y'all ever have a slice of pizza in bed, like a leftover pizza, please do take a picture like this and send it to me. It's a little club now, Pizza in Bed Club. These both came in from my friend Ian. I love a freaking Instagram food meme. Yeah, cold pizza for the win. Yes, you are so right. This came in from Ian. Can see it's two different sushis, but thought of in different ways. Like, we got a goldfish. Technically, it's a goldfish with rice considered sushi. It's a thought experiment. Yeah. that is one classy goldfish. Yes, agreed, Chris. Cold pizza is breakfast food, confirmed. Hell yeah. So is a goldfish on rice sushi? It's not a raw goldfish. You're gonna say no. Anyone else have an opinion here? I also don't prefer the cooked fish sushi at restaurants. I just I feel like it defeats the purpose of what it is, you know? It's no longer sushi, really. Is it? Is it? Is it? This other one from Ian is a reshare from Amy Sedaris, and it's sushi as furniture. It's like a little miniature, but it's really cute and like kind of looks modernist. Like, I don't know, if I ever had like an office, I would want a chair that looked like this but was not made out of real rice. I don't know. It's cute. It's cute. See, Lenny gets 1 cooked roll to fill you up. I mean, I don't discount them. I love a tempura roll sushi. But yeah. Here's the distinction from David. The cold adds a nice texture. The cooked is definitely a different vibe. I agree. I agree with you. Alex is here. Hi, Alex. Congratulations, Alex, on your new promotion. It needs to be raw fish. All right. Yeah. I agree. A combination is probably the best way to go if you're with a group. But if you're by yourself, I always go for just like the raw by myself. But that's just me. I have the smallest appetite ever. All right. Thank you to Ian for sending these in. I love a dang food meme, don't you? Hello! Can we get some eggs in the chat to congratulate Alex? Egg. Wait, I got this. Oh, wait, no. None of these make sense. The copy doesn't make sense on this, but I wanted to show you excited egg. Wait, no, let's put an egg on the screen for Alex. There we go. In the corner. We got an egg on the screen. I need to add more eggs on this overlay. Amazing. Yeah, we're showing eggs. Eggs in the chat. It's always great to see your friends get promotions and things, so very, very happy for you. We all need a little bit of good news, so why not spread the happiness there? Yeah. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Andrea sent this one in. This is a choux bun. If you don't know what a choux bun is, it is a dough. It's like a French patisserie style. You usually make cream puffs with them. Choux dough or choux pastry is made with hot water versus, cold water like you would in a pancake. And instead of doing a cream puff, it looks like there is a giant egg and cheese in the middle. Holy moly. So imagine if you had a cream puff outside, but no cream on the inside, but it was like a runny egg. I would eat it. Thank you, Andrea, for sending that one in. Okay. I'm a sucker for a new Netflix show. Have you seen this? Do you know this? I'm embarrassed that I watched it. Do we know what this is? There's a new Netflix show hosted by Mikey Day from Saturday Night Live. Is this the cake thing? Yes, it is. The title of the show is literally, Is It Cake? And there are I feel like 10 bakers who are on rotation throughout the whole series. So they play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Fast Fingers kind of a game to see who gets to bake for the day. And so there's 3 winners from the mini game. And then they bake off against each other and they get an assignment. And so the first episode is about fast food, which is why I clicked on it in the first place. Let's be honest. Hey, Gwem. Gwem's here. Hello, I'm glad you're here. I'm explaining a new show on Netflix. I know, Alex, you watched it too. So the first challenge for the first episode was fast food. They had to make cakes that looked like fast food categories. So someone did a croissant breakfast sandwich, somebody did tacos, and someone did a burger. And so the way that it's judged isn't like a panel that eats the stuff, not like you would see on Chopped, but the judging panel is 3 people, and they have a buzzer, and they have to like choose within 20 seconds which on the pedestals is the cake. And it's chaos. It's weird. I watched it for a second and I was like, I can't believe this is real. And the host gets a series of sharp implements to test whether or not something is cake. And you could win up to $10,000 on this show. So it's $5,000 if you fool the judges. The other $5,000 is in one of these 2 sacks. If you could just look at this photo, could you tell which one is cake? Could you tell which one of these is cake? I know which one is cake and which one is not. It's like literally a coin toss. It's like, yeah, and then the guy cuts it with a sword. Folks, if you want to vote, if you've never seen it and you want to vote, I agree, Robert. I agree. I did not think either of them looked like cake. So David thinks the left is cake. Joseph and Chris think number 2 is cake. So this is the whole premise of the show. Like, the bakers have to go bake, and then in the last round, they have a 1 and 2 shot of getting $5,000, which I think is a crazy gamble. That's a really crazy gamble. And this is on like a rotating stage, and the spotlight is only on it for like 20 seconds, and so you can't really tell, and you're about like 20 feet away also, so you can't like look at it. All right, I will tell you all the answer in about 10 seconds. Lock in your answers, everybody. Which one is cake? I don't have the skills for this. Like, this is an illustration of like baking brain. Like, I don't have baking brain. I have like a savory brain. Like, I know how flavors interlock. I don't know how to replicate stuff like this, like real life stuff. Okay. We got a lot of votes for number 2 is cake. I'm sorry to say number 1 is the cake. You really can't tell. They both look like burlap sacks. Yeah, number 1 is the cake. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But this comes from a long history of Americans stealing Asian ideas. And yeah, number 1 is the cake. I watched him slice it open. It was crazy. But this comes from like a lot of like wacky Japanese shows where like they had to go around a room and bite things because the same premise was like, is it chocolate? Like making shoes that look like candy and whatever. So this is like, derivative of that, which is so funny. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's a Japanese TV show. I forget the name of it, but they put people in a room and they had to see what was edible or not. And it's just funny. It's a bunch of like supermodels and actors just like walking around and like very tentatively biting things, but it's so satisfying when they bite into like the shoe or the glass pane or whatever. David said, I guess number 1 because the 100 on the bill, and number 2 looks really, really good. Yeah, I mean, if you're in the studio, you really have no time to spend with this stuff. Like, there's no hint otherwise. So it's ridiculous. I mean, not only are there 10 bakers competing on the show, there are probably a whole team of bakers behind the scenes making all the realistic cakes for the final round. That's a large amount of cake to be destroyed on a TV show. Gotta say. And I mean, the judges aren't, culinary experts in any way, really. Half of them are comedians. Seems like, very low barrier to entry. Yeah, they definitely eat it. The judges eat it afterward. Yeah. Anyway, this is a show on Netflix. It's wacky. I only seen 1 episode, but if you want to see more chaos and you want to see people cut into cake or bake, check it out. Whatever. What else is happening? Oh yeah, so the current hot dog at Wonderville is still the onion night. This is a piquillo pepper aioli, so it's got garlic in there with caramelized shallots and onions. So it's called the onion night. It's very cute. We're also doing a razor leaf redux. After this one runs out, it's going to be a cilantro aioli with pickled squash and red onion. It's super good, super cute. If you'd like to try my hot dogs, they're available behind the bar at Wonderville, rotating mostly on Tuesdays, but we have a backlog of hot dogs right now, so please eat them. And the kitchen's open. The kitchen is literally the bar. So it's open as long as the bar doesn't get too busy, because, drinks over over hot dogs. But yeah, try a hot dog. It's great. It's fun. Alex says, yeah, I really hate the food waste, lack of real world cooking, like MasterChef, where they work in pro kitchens as a challenge. Ooh, yeah. That's fascinating. I mean, I was never really, I never watched MasterChef. But I would say that the food industry is pretty wasteful. Like, I used to work for a catering company that threw away the bread crusts after we cut out 3 little rounds from each bread piece. They would make fun of me. They'd be like, Jen is squirreling everything away again. And I'm like, look, y'all don't pay me enough. I'm going to eat this. I'm going to make French toast sticks with these later or something like that. So I used to get made fun of when I was, coming up in my cooking career. But yeah, it's extremely wasteful. I know. I make this face a lot when I work in professional kitchens. But thankfully, I've made enough of a career that I don't really need to work in professional kitchens anymore. Thank God. What else? Oh, this was a tweet of mine that popped off recently. I'm not in the habit of resharing my own tweets like this, but let's be honest. At what point does the sourdough discard me? I feel like I've been making way more sourdough discards recipes than actual sourdough. I know, you were so right. When existentialism hits, you just gotta tweet that shit. It's true. I'll drink to that. In fact, when we get to the actual cooking portion of this show, we're gonna feed my sourdough and then use the discard in a wacky idea that I have. I don't know. You're gonna have to stay with me. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll see. I am so professional now that I don't need to be professional. That's some profound shit. That is some profound shit. Gwem the philosopher. Gwem the philosopher. Gwem the wise. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I am so professional that I do not need to work under other people and am considered a professional. So that is some wild shit. That is some wild shit. I love it. Yeah, carving my own career path was not easy, but it can be done, my friends. Okay, I gotta tell you about this. I had to go upstate, which is maybe 2 hours away, to a little town called Livingston Manor, because I'm catering a wedding there in June. Weddings are coming back, y'all, and I'm booked for the year. It's kind of crazy. But on the way, there's a town called Middletown, and it's 7 miles away from Legoland, New York. I didn't know that we had a Legoland. But if you are ever driving up that way through the Catskills, this place is called Holy Dog, and it's really, really small. It's literally just you order at the counter or you turn around and sit down at a stool. And I was blown away. I was wearing my Hot Dog Johnny sweater, and the chef recognized it and gave us this free hot dog in the center. He gave us a bunch of recommendations. Like, the middle one on the right is called the Girlfriend Experience, and it's like a big sweet Italian sausage. It's split and grilled. Then it has like a chipotle aioli, grilled peppers, and onions on a big club roll. We also got a classic New York hot dog with onions and mustard, and then we got a Chicago dog, and then this one in the middle is called the Chino dog. And he recognized the Hot Dog Johnny's on my sweater and was like, I'm gonna give you this hot dog for free, you have to try it. And I feel like this is the best hot dog I've had all year. I make a lot of hot dogs and I eat a lot of hot dogs, but this one was so fucking good. It was so good. It is a regular beef hot dog with burnt cheese, like a tortilla size of burnt cheese wrapped around the hot dog, then has pico de gallo on top. Oh my god. And this hot dog was $3.75. It wasn't $12 like you would find in like Manhattan, but it was $3.75. The whole meal, 4 hot dogs, under $20. Oh my god, it was amazing. It was so good. Yeah, this place is called Holy Dog. You can find them on Instagram. They're in Middletown, New York. It's about an hour up from here. You definitely need a car. You can't take the train there. And if you need another excuse to just hang out up in that area, Legoland, New York is 7 miles away. I haven't been to Legoland in California or the one over here, but I'm very curious. I feel weird going there as an adult by myself. Yeah. Anyway, I haven't been watching a lot of anime because there was I don't know if you knew about this, but there was a huge hack. There was a hacker that hacked the One Piece studio, and so they haven't aired the new animes for 2 weeks, which is crazy. It's affected a few other shows, so I started watching Midnight Diner again, and this episode was so heartbreaking. This kid named Jenn, Gen, is in the Yakuza, and he reunites with his crush, who is a teacher of his. And the quote here is, "Hear that, Baldy? She lives in New York, the capital of America," is what he says here. I thought this was really funny, despite the heartbreak of the episode. But I'm gonna keep watching it. Actually, I was hosting like Netflix watch parties through my Patreon, but my friend Shannon was telling me that Twitch is now doing a Prime streaming, so with live streaming. So I'm gonna test it out maybe this weekend, and we'll see if there's any cool stuff that we want to watch through Prime streaming on Twitch. I don't know how copyright's gonna go with like all the music and stuff. Like, are they gonna strike their own shows? Weird. But yeah, there was a huge hack over at, I believe it was, it was at Toei Animation. Yeah, a few shows were affected by the hack, and so it's been 2 weeks and One Piece hasn't had a new episode, and people are freaking out. And unfortunately, lots of the manga spoilers are now all over Twitter, and I'm like, well, this is hard to avoid. Yeah, so I've just Toei. Yeah, thank you for the pronunciation help. I love it. Because I'm one of those kids who read things a lot but didn't hear them out loud. So I have some funny pronunciations in my vocabulary. But yes, this is from Midnight Diner. I'm gonna try streaming to Twitch when I do another party, but we'll see. Ask me to say ambulance out loud sometime. When I come back to California, David, I will. All right, I think that was my last slide. So folks, if you want to be in the next slideshow, please do tag me on Instagram and Twitter at Randwiches. Let's see, here's my Instagram. There you go, Randwiches. We're gonna remove that. Hello, it's me. Hide the banner. Cool, friends. So today I wanted to, clean the fridge again. I have so much crap that I need to get rid of. And I'm going to be ramping up more recipe development. I have this really cool assignment to make Memorial Day hot dogs. So just got a lot of ingredients here. But I think the plan is we're gonna heat up some leftovers. We're gonna go over my leftovers and make some dinner for me. And then we're gonna feed the sourdough and then use that discard now. So I was thinking, stay with me. So I've been making this recipe. I've been sharing this on my Patreon and stuff, but this recipe for sourdough discard granola, you use the sourdough discard as a binder in a granola recipe. And I've been using it and selling the granola on Etsy, and it's been going really well. And it's not very sweet. So I was wondering, can I cobble enough savory ingredients in my kitchen to make like a savory granola? Like something like a chili crisp, but no oil? You know, like what if chili crisp was solid? I don't know. So we're gonna attempt that. I don't know. We'll see. But first, let's introduce our friend Cooking Cam. Hey, Cooking Cam. Let's get rid of the background here. Hide. Cooking Cam and my midriff. Yeah. Cooking Cam. Cooking Cam. It's really trippy to see my hands on both screens there. Whoa. All right, what am I gonna make for dinner? Let's make me some freaking dinner. All right, first, I have an idea already. So, we got a tortilla. I have a lot of burrito tortillas. We're going to heat this up really quickly in the oven. Ooh, hot. Okay, into the oven. I also have buttermilk ranch. Does anyone know what I'm going to make? If you want to guess, please do. I have various fried items. Various fried items from a diner sampler. We went to the New Munson Diner upstate. Am I making a burrito? No, I'm not making a burrito. Actually, I want to heat this fried chicken. I'm not going to use it. We have a mozzarella stick. We have a chicky tendy. We got a chicky tendy. And then we have a half of a potato skin. I think I'm going to use the chicky tendy and the mozzarella stick. And I'm going to heat these two in the oven just to snack on. So, let's do that. All right. I'm gonna recycle this. Cool Ranch Doritos from scratch. That is very ambitious, and no, that's not what I'm doing. Very nice to think about, though. All right. Yeah, girl really loves to have a lot of leftovers. I just never finish my food. This is like one, quarter of a hot dog from Holy Dog. Here's a sausage also from Holy Dog. And then a handful of kind of wimpy kettle chips. So why don't we toast up the kettle chips? And I'm not gonna use the French dip that's in here. There's a whole nother sandwich in here. I'm just gonna eat that sandwich tomorrow. Okay, put that away. My goodness. Okay, so I think my wrap is warm enough in the oven. So let me get it out of there. Oh yeah, she's puffed up. Oops, much too much. But we do that so that the burrito becomes pliable. I mean, not the burrito, the what's it called? The freaking burrito wrap. Yeah. So I'm going to put, let's see. We're gonna take these chips. We're gonna put them here. We're gonna crisp them up. Spread them out. They're a little sad. You know, when you put crispy things in with the other leftovers, it's like, oh, come on. Okay. I'm gonna slice these up and then put it on the pan. And then we'll put it in the oven. But meanwhile, all right, fold that over. Get out of my way for a second. Right, I'm gonna slice all this up. It's all gonna go together. I like cutting on the diagonal for some reason, but I don't know, aesthetics. It's a mozzarella stick. Boom. Yay. I'm gonna separate the sausage. You know, I love cooking with them. It kind of looks like octopus, but it's not. It's cheese. All right, I'm gonna cut up this sausage. Can stand to cook more. This is great. Ooh. Do I want to keep the chicken tendies whole? Maybe. I'll cut the hot dog on diagonal too. Cool. Cool. All right. So we want to heat up chicky tendy. I'm gonna take this sausage, warm it up with the chips and the hot dog, and then the cut up mozzarella stick I know is gonna melt all over the place. So maybe I'll put it on top of the chicken tender and see what happens. I don't know. If it melts to the pan, I don't really care. Maybe I'll put it on top of these sausages. Here we go. So this is what we're working with. All right, going to the oven. You got this. All right, so meanwhile, we have our wrap. That's going to be the home. The home. This is your home. We're going to put we got some ranch dressing. Let's go at the bottom here because you fold up. This is also a lesson in egg roll wrapping. All right, and then we're gonna put some BB kale. I am basically making a McDonald's chicken ranch wrap, except they use iceberg lettuce. Not a burrito. There's no beans or rice or anything, but putting in some kale because we need to have more vegetables with all of this fried food Jenn is having. Jeez. Put that away. Okay, how is the food doing in the oven? I can hear sizzling. Can you hear sizzling? Whoa. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna flip this chicken wing that I want to eat. You know, did you sign up for this mukbang? All right, I hear sizzling. It sounds great. It sounds great in there. What is everybody else having for dinner? Please tell me. I want to hear it. Oh, Robert's gonna make some tortilla soup. Leah's having beer. Admirable. Admirable. Joseph's gonna pick up some chicken fajitas because I'm too lazy to cook tonight. Valid. Valid. Likely some ramen. All right. Gwem just had a country vegetable soup with cheese. Pretty dull, but I had a tooth out yesterday. Oh no, I hope you're recovering. Tooth extraction is not fun. I've done that before. Yeah, it's better to recover and suffer the the bland foods until you can chew again. David is experimenting with boboli crusts again and making garlic mozzarella cheese bread with a garlic olive oil base. That sounds delicious. Y'all, that sounds great. All right, I think it might be snack time. I don't think my other stuff is ready yet. All right. We're gonna snack first. We got some potato skin. We got some potato skin and a hot wing that we're gonna eat just to eat. Because why not? Watch, I get all full from this and don't eat my wrap. I'm a grazer. I'm a person who eats all day, you know. I'm not like a sit down and eat a meal kind of person. Yeah, Gwen. I hope your recovery is fast as well. I do not love the dentist. So good on you for going to the dentist at all. Because, you know, quite miserable. Alright, we're gonna get this out of here. I'm gonna get my chicken wing. Time to snack. Will this be crisp ASMR? Will I jump up and down and cry because it's too hot? No. It's a little hot. Not terribly hot though. You know what this needs? Ranch dressing. Because everything needs ranch dressing. Let's move the wrap. We don't need the wrap right now. Ranch cam. My last couple streams have just been like, watch me eat things from my fridge because literally I cannot do anything else unless I eat all this stuff. ¿Por qué no los dos? Valid. Mariah Carey is in the house. Yeah, I recently became aware that when I ding my elbow or hit my knee on stuff, I like sing a note. I'm like, ow, ow. Well, not like in Mariah Carey, but you know, I'll sing a note, and I've unconsciously been doing this for years. It's just that you all haven't seen me hit my elbow or anything like that. Or like surprise, like hurt my shoulder or something. Does that run in my family? No. Though I will say, my brother and I are very musical. My brother and I grew up playing a lot of music. And then I worked in the music industry after college. But day to day now, not really. Dude, diners, potato skins from a diner are so good. They really get it right. I could never, oh, sorry, I spit. I could never, like, replicate this well enough at home. Maybe I should. David used to work with and was friends with one sister. When her sister got hired, it was like suddenly having the same friend in stereo. All their weird noises were the same. Oh, that's funny. My dad, when he hurts himself, says, aray. That's a very Tagalog thing to say. Aray. All right, I'm going to eat this wing, and then we're going to make my wrap. Well, I'm probably only going to eat half of it, but it's good for me to have a midnight snack ready for later. Oh, Joseph, you have a brother? I didn't know that. All right. Ranch cam. We're going to dip the wing, and I'm going to eat it. I don't think my brother and I have the same noises. I'm trying to think. No, I don't think so. My brother and I are very different. If you can imagine, he's a much more serious version of me. I mean, my brother is funny, but he comports himself like a teacher because he is a teacher, you know? But pretty funny. Honestly, imagining Jenn like a business suit and glasses now, that's what my brother looks like. He's actually like a J. Crew music teacher, you know? Nice sweater, tucked into the pants, glasses, stands with his arms like this all the time. He can be silly, but he's much more composed than I am. I'm like, hey everybody. I'm like Luffy compared to my brother. I'm a hot mess, but whatever. I'm enjoying this wing and ranch. This is my personal ranch dip too. Like I don't serve this to other people. That's why I'm like double dipping in here. For a second, my brain was trying to figure out why J. Crew was offering music lessons. No, I know. My brother dresses like a J. Crew catalog. He's taller than me. He did have long hair. He was he had like a little top I don't know, shaved underside and then like pulled all the hair to a knot in the back, like a samurai knot. What's my take on double dipping? Never in mixed company. I double dip if I know this is my container and that I'm not serving. I have like labels on everything that I have in my kitchen so that it never gets confused. Okay, I think it's time to assemble my diner wrap. Hey LT, I'm just eating a wing and we're about to assemble a leftover fried food wrap. So, okay, I'll wash my hands really quick. Okay, origami time. Yes, you're correct. Okay, so I've got my wrap. There's some ranch dressing down at the bottom. We're gonna pull out the leftovers. Oh yes, the double dip chip is a classic Seinfeld too. Yeah, you are so right. All right, so we've re-crisped the kettle chips. The kettle chips were very sad, but they were soggy, but now they are nice and crisp again. You can hear it. Yeah, you can hear it. On the other side of the board here, we have some, I should just take it off here. We have some cut up mozzarella stick, a chicken tender, some sausage, some cut up hot dog. So I'm just putting all my leftovers in this wrap. So it's basically going to be like a crunch wrap. I know. It's hard not to double dip carrot sticks into hummus. I know. Because I feel like hummus is such a home, I associate that with home. And so if I have it anywhere else, I'm like, oh yeah. So I try to, use a spoon to get some and put it on my own plate. And I know we make more dishes that way, but it's definitely more sanitary. Okay. Let's see. Let's get the chicken tendy in the middle. chicken tendy. Got some mozzarella stick pieces. This is so indulgent. I've really been trying to have more salad lately. I'm not going to use all these pieces, actually. I might save some for snacking later. We're going to get a little bit of sausage, some sausage pieces in here. Sausage pieces, oh my gosh. It's going to be a little spicy, but good. Worth it. Worth it. This is very indulgent. But I am using my leftovers, which is what we want. We want to use up the leftovers. So we're going to pile some kettle chips here on the sides and break up some of these bigger pieces. Ooh, it's going to be crunchy. Okay. Let's move this back out of the way. Oh, you always thought I had a short haircut. No, it's because I am professional and tie my hair back. We do not want to catch my hair on fire. We do not want to have my hair on the cutting board or in the food. So my hair is always tied back. My hair is down to my butt. It's really, really long. All right. Now, folding anything. You're tricked by my bangs, yeah. I have really, really long hair. Yeah, the cutting board is the funniest option of that list, yes. The bangs are a lie, yes. The cake and the bangs are a lie. All right, so when folding anything, this goes for burritos, wraps, lumpia, mushu, like anything with a wrap on the outside, omelets, crepes. You always want to pile everything toward the front where you're starting, like the front edge. You can see that I have all my stuff like kind of situated over here. So you're going to take the end and try to tuck it under the filling and apply some pressure and then give it one little roll and then you can bring in the sides. But my tortilla is a little overdone. I toasted it a little long, but here we go. Cool. I'm going to grab a piece of foil. I know that I'm at home, but I have this habit of I wrap my leftovers ahead of time, or like I only eat half of things. So one half will be my midnight snack. So I'm gonna wrap it and then cut it. Boom! Leftover wrap. Look at that. I'ma eat half of this right now. The other half gonna go in the fridge and I'll heat it up later. Easy. So we got anatomy of the wrap here. We've got spinach flavored wrap on the outside. Some kale, you can see here, baby kale. We got chicky tendy, my favorite. Got some spicy Italian sausage, kettle chips, some cut up mozzarella stick, and maybe a slice or two of hot dog, and some ranch dressing. So I'm gonna chomp on this for a second while I talk to you about what I'm gonna do next. That was hella good. I don't think I should have. I should have toasted the tortilla a little bit less because it's got crispy edges, but I kind of like the crispy edges. You want to hear crunch? Yummy, yum. Okay. So, what I'm going to do next. That's a cute spot for the wrap. I'm just gonna leave it there. That's adorable. We're gonna switch out my cutting board because I've gotten food all over this one. But I'm gonna leave the oven on at 300 degrees. We're gonna get another cutting board right here. I'm not necessarily cutting stuff, but we're going to we're going to revive a sourdough first. So I made 2 loaves last week. I'm trying to recipe test this for a cookbook. The first hobbit was named Frodo, Frodough. This one has been hibernating. I've been feeding several hobbits or several sourdough starters, and this one is named Sourwise Gamgee. And we're going to feed Sourwise and use the discard. So I'm going to keep the lid because I need a reminder of which one is which in the fridge. I'm going to bring my scale closer to me. It's sadly off camera. I can't bring it over here. It needs to be plugged in. But okay, scale on. Goodness me. Okay. So the first thing that needs to happen is I need to stir in that liquid. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like liquid gathering. So sourdough, the concept of it is it's basically water, flour, and ambient yeasts. Like, so you have to mix it with your hands because you have ambient wild yeasts on your hands and in the environment. And you leave that out at room temperature. And every day for 7 days or more, you feed it. So you feed it equal weight. This one is a blend of whole wheat flour and all-purpose flour and water. So it's over time, the yeasts that get inside, they start eating the flour and they start farting, to be honest. They honestly just start farting and it becomes like an active culture. And so every day you have to reintroduce or feed it new flour and warm water to keep the cultures alive, and the bubbles keep forming, it keeps farting. But along the way, every time you feed it, it has to discard. That's such a kind way to say it, to discard or, expel. So that's why we remove a lot of the sourdough discard. So for this one, I'm going to keep, well, let's see. For this one, I need a bowl. We're going to keep 75 grams. I have to stir it in first. Stir in any liquid that has gone to the top. This has been resting in the fridge, so it is still pretty healthy. If you see the liquid has risen over the top and is brown, that means it's actually dying. So I'm just going to mix in this liquid back into the starter. And then I'm gonna transfer about, hopefully 75 grams, I think. We'll see if this is 75 grams. I'm always eyeballing it. And then I'll weigh it off camera. It's probably too much, but... Oh, I didn't tear. What is wrong with me? Tearing is important on your scale. If you remember that from science class, tear is resetting it to 0. If you put things on the scale. Goodness. Look at me making extra work for myself. Man. It's okay. All right. Tear, you beautiful thing. All right. Back into the bowl. So we want 75 grams of sourdough discard. Let's see. What was that? 72.6. That was really close. This much is 72.6. That was really close. All right, maybe just a tiny droplet left. Okay. Awesome. That was cool. 73.6. Okay, I need to be a little bit more heavy-handed. All right. All right. Oh, now it's at 80. That's too much, Jen. 79. Goodness me. Alright, let's get some more out of there. Alright, now we're at 75.3. And then I'm going to do 150 grams of warm water, and then 150 grams of a flour mix of 50% all-purpose and 50% wheat. Do you guys want to do some math with me? I hate this. I hate math so much. All right, tare. I already have some mix made, but I'm gonna have to make it up with some subtraction. All right, so we need 150 total. I have 61, so 150 minus 61 is 89? Is it 89? Tree bread. You're an English major and you dropped out. You're legally not allowed to count. I also am an English major, and I also choose not to count things. But let's make sure I'm doing this right. So it's 150 minus 61. So 89. I was right. Yay. I'm just going to make a 50-50 mix because I'm going to be feeding this sourdough pretty often. So I'm going to need more than 150 for the whole week, basically. And so once the sourdough starter is active, you can put it in the fridge and it goes to sleep. And so right now I am reviving this by feeding it. So I'm going to do 50-50-50. We'll do a cup of whole wheat. Woo! And then a cup of all-purpose. And then a half cup of whole wheat. And then a half cup of all-purpose. Okay. Great. Boom. So we have some. I'll mix it up a little bit with a fork. You know, just so it doesn't get gummy, or like one section or one feeding is not all heavy, hard wheat, and one feeding is not all like all-purpose flour. So, oh, you know, it'd be easier if Jen did this. If she put the lid on it and then just shook it. There you go. Let's mix it. Yeah, Saruman and Sauron are very good. I think if I make any more starters after this, I will name them, Sauron and Saruman. Pretty good. Very, very good. All right, gonna get rid of my whole wheat flour, and my all-purpose out of the way. Great. So, gonna make sure I reach my 150 amount on my sourdough starter. Let's see, 150, 89 more grams. 130, 140, 146, 45. 150.7. Let's just keep it there. Then I'll save this for feeding tomorrow. So yeah, every day from now, I will be feeding my buddy. This is Sourwise Gamgee. Now I have to add 150 grams of warm water. So I'm going to run the water, make sure we got some warm water. Okay. Then we're going to put the sign, feed Sourwise Gamgee, back. We're going to put it in this container after I put the water on. Come on, warm water. Woefully cold water. Jesus. Meanwhile, I will take a bite of my wrap while I wait. Okay. Right. Warm water. 150 grams. Gotta be careful, because you can't really undo it when you go over. Okay, we're at 129, 138, 144, 145, 147. Tiniest drips. F. Okay, 150.9. Oh, I did it. All right. Now, we are going to mix our buddy. Let's get you up higher so you can see into the bowl. Let's see. Can you see into the bowl? There we go. And I'll get the camera down a little bit more. There you go. Better view? Better view. All right. So, get my little spatula again. We're gonna mix. Get all the stuff on the sides because it counted toward the weight. All right. So when I first started making sourdough, I was kind of flabbergasted about like how much waste there is, like how much discard there is. So I found a lot of recipes to help me get through that and make the discards. So I have like buckwheat waffles in the freezer and a really great recipe for sourdough crumpets. I made sourdough pretzels and stuff. But on the first discard, you actually haven't fed it yet, so it's still part of the base material. So I made 3 hobbits from that. So from my initial batch, I split it into 3 and fed all 3 for like a week. And then I stored 2 of them in the fridge so that I could revive them at a later time like this. So, okay. So it starts out like this, all like kind of stiff and gummy on account of the whole wheat flour. But just make sure I'm scraping all surfaces. But overnight, this will turn pretty liquidy and start eating and farting. I don't know how else to describe it. Sourdough farts. That's where the sourdough comes from. Okay, so into a clean container. Down you go. Try not to hit the sides. It's kind of like a game of Operation, trying not to hit the sides. Because anything that gets hit that lands on the sides of the container is going to dry out. It doesn't really eat or grow, so trying to keep it all uniform in one organism here. Try to get everything because we don't want to waste any of my precious Sourwise Gamgee. You know, if Amazon streaming has Lord of the Rings, I will do that. I will do a stream party on Twitch if they have it. If not, we'll find another anime to get obsessed with. Okay. In you go. Come on. There you go. Boom. There you go, Sourwise. Enjoy your evening. So I'm not gonna close it. You always want to have a little bit of air, but you want to keep like bugs and whatever from falling in. So I loosely keep that on there. I also have my dining table next to my radiator, so this is gonna have a nice little environment. If you don't have a radiator in your apartment or house, near the oven is good. Anywhere that's warm, you don't want it to die. So like it's a living thing. You used warm water, so you kind of want to keep it around like 70, 80 degrees. All right, so it's gonna go to Tom. All right. So, what do I do with this freaking discard. What are we gonna do with this discard? I mentioned earlier that I wanted to make a savory granola. I don't know if direct sunlight is advisable because it could get really hot. But yeah, indirect sunlight or near a place that gets some sunlight, because it's more about the infrared heat, not necessarily the sunlight itself. It's more about warmth. So even if you have like a computer, like a PC tower that gets a little warm, that actually might be ideal versus the windowsill if it gets too hot by the window. I don't know. Oh, wait. Trying to get a bowl really quick. So, what are we gonna do with this discard? So we have about a cup left, and I really think I can do this. I think we can make a savory granola. Because I've made this granola recipe. I'll put it in the chat again. I made this granola recipe, and it's not very sweet. I love it very much. It has a little bit of sweetness, and you can add more sweet by putting dried fruit and stuff in it. But the base granola was not sweet. So can I make it with stuff around my house and the sourdough discard? I guess we'll see. Okay, we'll see. So I copied over the ingredient list from that recipe, and I'm going to replace a bunch of stuff. So I make sure we have the same volume. So we have 5 cups of old-fashioned rolled oats. So we don't have that at all. So I think we're going to go 5 cups mixed crackers, ends of chip bags, and savory Pocky. Let's see if we can get the 5 cups of that. Does that sound insane? Do I sound insane? All right, let's try it. I need a cup measure. Okay, cup measure. Okay, what are all my savory snacks in here? All right, we've got, I've really been meaning to clean out this drawer. I had so much crap. I have so many half-finished snacks. I have so many things. All right, these are katsu flavored cookies. They're like biscuits. So I'm gonna crush these actually. I got some crumbs. I'm gonna crush these. Got the pestle. We're gonna crack it. Crack them into bite-sized pieces. So instead of oatmeal or oats, I'm trying to use leftover snacks to make a savory granola. We'll see if this works. I'm gonna check one more container and see if I have more chip bags. 1 second. Oh yeah, we do. Oh yeah. This is gonna be, buckle up everybody, we're gonna get weird. We got blue Takis. I voiced how much I don't like Takis. And why don't we I'm gonna go get the mortar and pestle so that I can crush this for you in front of you. Let's see. Whoop, I kicked the camera. Very sorry. Very, very sorry. Okay. Gotta move some herbs around because I have some black pepper in my mortar. But it'll taste good with the residue here. Okay. Some black pepper on the side. Okay. We're gonna put the Takis in. Well, I'll do it one at a time. This is a lot of Takis. So weird. I know the wrap didn't move when I kicked the camera. Okay. I still don't like Takis. But in a savory granola, this might be good. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna crush Takis one at a time. I'm trying to get to 5 cups of things around my house that are going to make up a savory granola. You can't see this. They're blue. They're very blue. It's unsettling. Yes, it is a midriff sweater. Alright. Almost done. Still don't think. So we need to get to 5 cups of material. I think we're only going to get to 1 with this. Use up more stuff. Alright. Alright. Got some other chips mixed in there, but look. These are our crushed blue Takis. Alright. How much does that make? Not even a cup. We're still not at a cup. Alright. What else I got over here? We got Triscuits. Alright, this will be good. Because these we can crush with my hands, and this will be perfect bound with sourdough. Oh my god, I can't wait for this. My granola snack. We're gonna marry all the snacks that I have into one. I'm very excited. I was also trying to think through recently, like, how would you make Triscuits at home? But it's very much like an industrial process. Can't really replicate it at home. Unless, you know, you're a metal cutter or metal worker. Oh, David, you should really invest in a mortar and pestle or a molcajete, which is the stone version. You can make guac in. You can have your own tableside guac at home. Yeah, I use a nice stone one because it's not as absorbent as some materials. Because you can do both sauces. You can do pesto, and then you can do spice mixes. I mostly do it for like freshly ground pepper, because that's what I prefer. Yeah, everybody should have a mortar and pestle. Plus, you never know when you need to hit a spice with a blunt object. Pounded garlic in a mortar and pestle is like way more flavorful too, because you're really like breaking down the cell walls. All right, we've made it to 1 cup. Into the ball. 1 cup. Let's see. I'm gonna crush these. I don't want to crush these by hand. I don't want to smash them with it. Yeah, let's smash in the bag. There we go. We've got 2 cups. 2 cups, essentially. All right, what else? 2. Ah, yes. We've got sweet corn flavored pretz, or these are like Pocky sticks, but they're corn flavored savory sticks. I think this would go well in my little like savory granola. Perfect. I gotta break them up. We're essentially making trail mix, but not in the typical way. I mean, you know. Trying to bind it with sourdough discard. So, I already have 2 cups. Coming up on the 3rd cup. I just want to make sure that I'm keeping it proportional with the liquid to the solid. Alright. third cup. What else we got? Okay. We also have ramen flavored Pringles. I don't think I liked these very much. Let me see. They're all right. We'll use some of these. We won't use all of them. We'll save that for if people come over and like, want to taste a weird Pringle? All right. Stacko Pringle. Crush. All right. This is 3 cups of material. Almost. Kind of. All right. I'm not going to use tortilla. I thought I would use tortilla, but I think it's too wet. Our fortifier is going to be aloo bhujia, spicy potato noodles. So this is like masala flavored, I believe. But they're potato based. It'll take up a lot of space, but it won't overpower the flavor profile of the whole thing. I don't think. We'll see. We'll have to taste along as we make it. Okay. That is 3 cups. 4 cups. 5 cups. All right. We've replaced oatmeal. This is such a bizarre recipe. I'm making this up on the fly, y'all. Okay, this is what our dry ingredients looks like so far. We've got savory pretz, some blue Takis, Triscuits, and then Indian potato noodle cracker in here. I think this is going to be pretty good. I think it's going to be good. Okay. What is next on the list? Yeah. 3/4 cup oat bran. No, we're not putting that in. 1/2 cup of wheat germ. I can do that. Here we go, wheat germ. Put away this. 1/4 cup sesame seeds. We're gonna eyeball it. I got those. Sesame seeds in. 1/4 cup raw pumpkin seeds. I got those. We're actually going to step it up. We're going to put way more than that. Like, double. We're going to put 1/2 cup. I want to use it up. That's why. What a hodgepodge. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to put I'm going to change it on the recipe here. 1/2 cup. 3 tablespoons flax seeds. I don't have those. 1 cup whole almonds. We don't have that. We're going to do a cup of peanuts instead as our nut snack here. I still need 1/2 cup for a recipe I'm working on. So still, that's a good snack. That's a good snack. Peanuts. All right. Peanut. We're not putting pecans. Okay, now it's time for the sourdough. We're gonna start mixing the wet stuff in here. I'm gonna move my mortar and pestle out of the way. Peanut out of the way. All right, we need another. Did I? Oh no, here. Still have this spatula that has sourdough on it. Well, you're looking at mocajetes now, and this seems like it'll lead directly to you grinding garlic and basil for every burger you make. I mean, it's not a bad idea. Having a mocajete or a mortar and pestle around the house is pretty great. All right, we're doing a cup of sourdough discard. So for those of you who are just joining, I am trying to make, we don't know if it works yet, trying to make savory granola. out of leftover stuff in my house. Because A, it's a storage issue, and B, I don't know, just thought experiment, you know, like, can you make a savory granola? We're still going to put some sugar in this in the form of pancake syrup, but you really don't taste it when it bakes off, or we'll see. I mean, I can always adjust it afterward when it comes out, but we're just trying to use up stuff and store it. So granola is very, very shelf stable, and I can mail it places. So I've been mailing granola to my friends and loved ones. And so maybe if you would like some of this, please let me know, or I might put it on my Etsy shop. You can buy some if you want it, but you know, disclaimer, it's weird. It's really weird. All right, so we're adding the liquid. We are doing, sorry, I always soak my containers before the night is out, so I can have an easier time of cleaning them later. Okay, let's see, what's next? So 1 cup of sourdough discard, 3/4 cup extra virgin olive oil. So we've got some nice stuff. I've got some Frantoia, and I'm using a regular cup measure, but I know exactly where the 3/4 cup mark is because I've used this so many times. Okay, so really nice olive oil inside. Don't go for like your fanciest olive oil, actually, because you're not really supposed to cook with fancy olive oil. Go for your everyday olive oil, you know, the cheaper kind. 3/4 cup honey, maple syrup, sorghum molasses, jam, or marmalade. So we're gonna go with pancake syrup, the synthetic stuff too. I bought this for a project. I don't really use it myself, so this is a good way for me to just get rid of it. Yeah. And it's great that I just poured the olive oil because this will not stick to the container. So I'll do 3/4 cup. It's the same line. Ooh, hello. Okay. Are you done? No. Okay. All right. Oh, we love to throw away a bottle in this house. My gosh. All right. Pancake syrup into the mix. Just a little scrape down, but not a lot. All right. What else? 1/2 cup of non-fat dry milk powder. So instead of that, I'm going to use malted milk powder. So I have it here. I'm going to do this. And this stuff isn't that sweet. It gives it like a lactic kind of creamy taste or creamy texture, but it really doesn't. It's more like a sugary, a light sugar, not like powdered sugar, but lightly sweet, not very cloying. Like if you ever had a chocolate malt ball, you know. All right, so that's that powder. There's malt. Ooh. Not going to use vanilla extract because we're not making a sweet granola. We're going to go with 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. I'm rewriting the recipe as we speak, so pardon me if I'm not quite looking at the screen. So we're not going to do ground cinnamon. I think we'll do instead 1 teaspoon pepper and 1 teaspoon kosher salt. And then, I don't know, I haven't decided exactly how I want to flavor this. Salt and pepper is basic, but like that's our starting flavor. But we could go in so many directions because there's so many flavors in here. Should it go Indian? Should it go Japanese? Should it go Szechuan? I don't know. Does anyone have an opinion? I'm gonna further flavor this with a little bit of added like garlic. I got some garlic here. I'm gonna do maybe 2 tablespoons of garlic, fried garlic, and then I'm gonna do that afterwards. So there's some elements I'm going to mix in afterward because you can't really bake it. So I'm gonna do, ooh, that got in my face. Gonna do maybe a couple hefty pinches of this mushroom powder for some umami. At this point, I would also entertain doing like ramen packets or like crushed up bouillon cube if you like a chicken and a biscuit kind of flavor. But we'll see if I need to increase that. So that was like about a teaspoon of mushroom powder. I'm gonna make sure I put it on the list here. 1 teaspoon ground mushroom powder. Cool. Let's see how this mixes up. Oh, no, I don't need to share that. It's fine. Wait, never mind. James sent this reel. I want to show it to you. I'm going to put it in the chat James sent this in, by the way. It's super cute. It's a reel of a dog playing Hungry Hungry Hippos. All right, so we're going to mix together the savory granola part so you can see all the dry ingredients and all the wet ingredients are on one side. So we're going to mix. I might actually have to get in here with a gloved hand to make sure it gets all mixed together. Oh yeah, definitely gonna have to use the gloved hand. All right. I'm gonna get some pans because we're gonna put it in the oven. Oh shoot. I was like, oh shoot. I'm gonna oil my pans here with some peanut oil. And then I will mix this really quick. Okay. I'm gonna pour a generous amount on one pan. Use the gloved hand to spread it around. And then pour the excess on the second pan. Great. Ooh. Excess oil. We don't want it to stick to the pan. We don't want it to stick to the pan. And I'll mix it with this glove. Okay, we got 2 oiled pans ready to go. Cool. Now, let's do this. So, for those of you who are just joining, I'm trying to make a savory granola with sourdough discard as the binder. So it's very much an experiment. I'm trying to get rid of stuff in my house as usual, but there were some weird things that we put in here. So there are blue Takis, there's pumpkin seed, there's Triscuits, there's corn flavored Pocky pretzels, pancake syrup. So what the sourdough discard here does, it lends a little bit of the sourness, but it's not a lot because it's a very underfed sourdough. So it's not going to be sour at all, really, I don't think. But it's going to balance out the pancake syrup, all the savory flavors from the cookies, the crackers, and nuts are all going to, kind of even out. And so this is kind of a blank slate. We can put different flavors on it. So we can do Szechuan, we can do Indian, we can do Japanese, curry, all kinds. I have so many things in my spice cabinet. And the second thing that this discard does, the sourdough discard, is that it binds the granola. So if you've ever had what's it called? What are they called? There's a brand of granola bar that's very stiff and crumbly. So those are bound, bound by something, by sugar syrup or something like that. So this is going to be a little bit more clumpy and not so much like a cereal texture. He's going to be like clumps. Okay. So this could use a little bit more dry material, but you know what? I kind of don't care. What if we make snack bars out of this? What if? We got some Pringles in here too. Okay. What else? Okay. I haven't decided. What do I want to put in here? I have salt and pepper already. Should we do Indian? Should we do a curry one and then a Szechuan one? Here, I'll divide it in half. We'll go half. Wait, that wasn't half. I was like, that wasn't half. Okay, this is half. All right, cool. Kind of. All right, half will flavor Indian curry, and the other half will do like Szechuan peppercorn or something. Cool. Other one on this pan. All right, it looks a little wild right now, but it will become granola, I promise. So we're doing savory granola. Just trying to spread it out so it'll bake. It basically needs to dry out. So there's no raw stuff besides the sourdough starter itself, like, which is flour, water, and thyme. Like, thyme the element, not thyme the spice. Okay, that's one. Just want to spread it out. And then I'll be tossing these around every like 10 minutes. Make sure that they dry out and bake. Okay, so. Yeah, that dog is really good at Hungry Hippos, right? Super cute. Good idea. That's one way to hack a game. Good game hack for pets. I kind of want a dog specifically for that reason, of like making weird games for them. Okay, so we spread out my savory granola. Gloved hand away. Okay, so curry. Let's pull it out of the spice cabinet. Where is it? Curry powder. I know where you are. Where are you? Where are you? All right. All right. We got some curry powder. We're gonna go on one of these. 2 pinches, 3 pinches, 4 pinches. Which is probably about a teaspoon. Okay. The other one, I'm gonna wash my hand because of that. The other one, let's do pink peppercorn. Szechuan peppercorn. Oh, Aleppo pepper. Ooh, let's put the Aleppo pepper on the curry one. I'm like going nuts with this. I just want to clean my fridge, y'all. I just want to clean my pantry. I don't want to like have all this stuff. All right. Okay, where's the Szechuan peppercorn? We got coriander seed. Pink peppercorn. Okay. Pink peppercorn. Coriander seed. Ooh, I think I have to crush these. Hold on. Okay. Coriander seed all up in there. Where's the Szechuan peppercorn? No, that's not it. Where are you? I lost it. Oh, it's here. Very easily lose things in this apartment. Right, I might crush these also. So I'm gonna crush these in the mortar and pestle. That smells good. It smells real good. Okay, Szechuan peppercorn going onto the savory granola. It's actually quite beautiful. Wow. And that's it. I'm gonna bake it at like 300 degrees for, we'll start with 10 minutes and then see how baked it becomes, and then I'll toss it with a spatula. But in we go. I have to hit the tripod again. Sorry. Oop. Oh boy. Okay. In we go. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
All right. Okay, we're gonna clean this off. And take a bite of my wrap. Oh, things are falling down. We got a knife. Okay. We got a knife because when you make granola, you bake it off, it gets drier. And advice that I always see on granola recipes is take it out of the oven so it doesn't burn. But you're like, oh no, it's still a little wet and pliable. The thing is about granola is because it has that 50 to 50 like olive oil to sugar syrup. Like if you use golden syrup, molasses, or the pancake syrup like I did, that stuff hardens as it cools down. So we'll take it out as soon as it's toasted enough for how I want it. And then we'll toss in, normally you would be tossing in dried fruit. And since we're doing a savory granola, we're gonna do sun-dried tomato. And these are pretty good on their own. They're very potent, but I'm gonna chop them up really small so that it's not overwhelming when you bite into it. So I just love getting rid of containers. I'm like, yay, we're gonna use up something. Take off the sticker. Hooray. All right. Okay, we're gonna cut up some sun-dried tomato to mix in with the granola when it's done. Because you don't wanna bake the dried fruit because it will dry out too much. If you have a dehydrator, then you would dehydrate it, but essentially when you're making your own granola at home, mix in the dried fruit after it's been cooled down. So we're gonna do sun-dried tomato. This is fun. I agree, Gwen. This is very exciting. I'm really just going off the cuff. I have not thought about this. I'm editing the recipe in real time on a Google document. And this is kind of the life of a recipe developer. It's like we have a theory, we play around and we test it, and then it goes to publication if, after some rigorous cross-testing or confirmation that it actually works. So hopefully this theory works and I didn't just waste like 5 cups worth of snacks in my house. I mean, they were already kind of stale, so this is giving it another life, which I think is cool. But if this ends up being successful, I'll put it on my Patreon and, people will be able to reference it there. Yeah, freestyling. That's right. We absolutely are freestyling. And, I have such a mixed pantry from working on so many cookbooks. It really is a mishmash. I forget what this sun-dried tomato was from. Oh, this was from the One Piece cookbook. A lot of it is, non-perishable, so it's just sitting in my kitchen, so I'm trying to use up all this stuff. I received an inquiry today for a celebrities cookbook, and I had to politely decline because my schedule conflicts, but also they are a hot mess. I will not tell you who it is, but wow, incredible. It's nice to know that, people are looking out and ask me for that kind of help, but yeah. Kind of weird. I'd rather do this with y'all here on Twitch. All right, what time is it? Oh, it's only 7. I'm gonna probably go a little longer. We wanna see the granola. But if y'all are getting sleepy, I totally understand. Some of you are in the UK. It's late for you. It's about almost 11 o'clock. But I appreciate you and your time. Love your friendship. Yeah, gotta find a balance between work for them and work for you too. Absolutely. Yes. Totally. All about it. Okay, so we're almost done cutting these sun-dried tomatoes. We're gonna mix into our savory granola. Almost there. I couldn't think of anything else that was like savory on the, the range of sun-dried tomato. Maybe like there's mushroom jerky, but it might be too chewy that I would stir in here. I don't know. Haven't found the right other product to put in there. Feels like 2 p.m. Oh. You're in a different time zone. Oh wait, no, you're not. You're not in a different time zone. You're over here. I forgot. My wrap has dried out. Need some sauce. I have sauce. I have my double dip sauce. Golden spoon of ranch dressing. I'm not gonna dip this sandwich into the dressing. It's just gonna get messy. Okay. Moving on. We have sun-dried tomato that we've cut up. Other thing, I was gonna crumble in there. This is a cashew candy. Oh, I just spit. I'm sorry. Ew. I'll wash my hands. Ugh. So this is a cashew candy called Kaju Katli, and it's spelled with a K. Kaju Katli. And it's basically ground cashews with a sweetener, and then it's baked. So they become these like kind of crumbly, kind of powdery wafer things. So I'm gonna crumble these up and mix it in with the final granola because it's not very sweet. It's close to like polvoron, if you've ever had polvoron, like powder candy. I'm gonna crumble it up actually right here. Oh wait, why don't we use the mortar and pestle? What's wrong with you, Jen? Right. Great, easier, fast work of it. Blunt object, so good. So this has already been baked. Like this cashew stuff has already been baked, which is why I didn't put it in with the savory granola. So it'll just get tossed in. Little nuttiness. It's kind of like nut flour, but a little more flavor. I made the Kaju Katli for my friend Kate's birthday, and I made a raspberry flavored cashew goat, like shaped in the shape of a goat for her. And this was part of my early experiments. You could just crumble this up and reconstitute with water and make a dough and bake that, but I'm just gonna use it in this granola. Cool. All crushed. Very nice. Ooh, it's starting to smell good. Oh, snap. It's starting to smell good. I can smell, oh my God. I think savory granola is gonna work. I really think it's going to. Okay, while we wait, because it's gonna have to bake again after this, after I check on it. But I'm gonna eat some of my wrap, and I also have a key lime pie that I'm gonna eat. Yum, yum, yum. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna eat the key lime pie now. I'm hungry. I want a key lime pie. This is key lime pie from Pie Core, which is a local. Ooh! Alexa, stop. Let's see. Nope, it's very wet. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Starting now.
It does smell like curry right now. It smells delicious. I'm gonna eat. Yeah, Pie Core is so good. I love their key lime pie. I love that my chicken wrap is just like, what about me? All right, one hefty bite of the chicken wrap. Yeah, there's more pie. They have a s'mores pie? That sounds amazing. Oh my god. Cool. I'm such chaos in the kitchen. I'm like having a chicken wrap, key lime pie, cranberry juice, and then some savory granola. So theoretically, how would I use savory granola? Number one, something I could snack on. It is essentially made of all the ends of snacks in my kitchen. So I would eat all of those things separately, so why not together? Maybe. We'll see when we when we try it. I would probably eat it over some Greek yogurt with a little bit of salt and chili crisp. We could do seal beer, which is baked yogurt eggs, and then sprinkle some of the savory granola on top. It would probably be a really good savory sprinkle, to be honest. Even just like rice and the savory granola. Okay, David asks, when making granola with a certain flavor, is it a matter of having one ingredient that's stronger than the others? How does that work? Yeah, essentially. So we're looking at it like proportions. Like, you kind of think of it as like a tug of war. So the list of stuff that I'm working with all already have like a savory component to it, but it's gonna be like, so Pringles, pretty salty. The corn snacks, a little sweet. Triscuits, a little salty. And then what was the other things? Like pepitas, neutral. Sesame seeds, pretty neutral. Wheat bran, also neutral. Sourdough discard, a little sour, but pretty much neutral. And so we added that salt and pepper at the end. And so this is the first time I'm doing this, so I don't know the aggregate flavor, but once we try it, I'll be able to adjust afterward. It might be a little too much, you know? It might be something that you have to eat with another balancing factor. Like, I would need to have this with some kale. I would have to have it on a salad as the crunch, or I would need to have it on a plain yogurt. So that's kind of, yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah. Thanks for asking that question. It's a very good question. Balancing flavor is pretty forgiving. I would say that majority of weird combinations I think of will work out. Because I think with any dish, I mean, you'll see this on Chef's Table on Netflix. You see this in every cooking show, that there are 5 basic flavors, and to achieve like balance, you have to have like a little bit of element of each one. So you kind of have to think about each ingredient as like, what score do they have, you know, among all those things? Like, how sour is it? How sweet? how spicy, how savory, or umami. Sweet, sour, spice, umami, bitter. I always forget bitter. Yeah, it's fascinating. Because if you think about some of your favorite flavor combinations, it really maps. Like, for example, if you made a pesto, that's basil, which is pretty herbaceous and fresh. David. Bitter, not just the flavor. My favorite emotion. Agreed. I am also bitter. Like, it's a really cool exercise to like kind of play with balance and flavors. Take your favorite sauces and think about the ingredients and like write, if you get an ingredient list from a website and you just go down the list and assign, what does this ingredient contribute to the whole thing? So like basil is like fresh, herbaceous, tiny bit bitter sometimes. Pine nuts, very neutral, but has an oily texture and a nutty texture. Olive oil, it's going to be that fatty texture that's going to go with the nuts, but a different kind of fat because it's a good fat. Garlic, it's got astringency, it's spicy. Salt, it's going to bring out, all those flavors. It's going to draw more liquid from each of the vegetables. But yeah, pesto is something that exhibits, that kind of balance. And then pesto is not a standalone thing. So how do you balance pesto itself? It's kind of like stacking algebra. Once you've figured out how all the ingredients in a sauce contribute to the balance of the sauce itself, you start to think about how that sauce as a whole, as a cumulative ingredient list, balances with other foods. So basil pesto goes really well with pasta. Why? Because it balances out all that garlic, all that fresh stuff. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It's a really cool exercise. Just kind of, whenever you're looking at a recipe, just kind of look down the ingredient list and be like, what does the pepper do in this dish? Yeah, so many possibilities. Thank you, JV. Hi, JV. That's so funny. That's good. Wait, what? Weirdly, David says, weirdly, it's sort of similar to what I'm learning about using an airbrush, how the different colors and bases interact. This is, like, key information here. Like, when you look at recipes, check out the ingredient list and kind of go down each ingredient and, like, try to understand what it contributes to the recipe, because you will get the overall balance from looking at that. It's really cool. Like, if you want a glossy white, you have to start with black, which is counterintuitive as heck. Yeah, actually, I've been following a lot of fine artist TikTokers because of this, because I don't know this stuff. I actually don't watch a lot of food content. I make a lot of food content, and I think that's why I don't want to watch it. But yeah, I love hearing about this. Oh, okay, here. So for context, David has been building Gundam model kits and painting them both factory colors and also various metallic, shiny, fancy ones that take tricks like 2 or 3 thin layers. It's neat. Yeah! We got a hell yeah model kits from JV. Hell yeah! LT, I've made 3 items so far, and I'm eating a key lime pie from Pie Core in Greenpoint. We made a chicken wrap. We made 2 kinds of savory granola that are baking right now. And then we will mix in stuff after it comes out of the oven. But I'm gonna probably need to toss it and leave it in the oven baking for another 10-15 minutes after the alarm goes off. But I'm eating this pie and killing time with you. We love an egg in the chat. We love an egg in the chat. Yeah. Hydrate? Oh, shit. Joseph, I didn't see this. Why didn't you tell me in the chat? I'm sorry. It looks like we've redeemed Mercus voice. and a hydrate. So I actually, my water. I have water over here. Sometimes I can't see when you redeem stuff. I'm sorry, everybody. Joseph, I hope you're still here. Gwen, I'm going to redeem the hydrate right now. Thank you. I actually have been drinking cranberry juice and not my water or seltzer. Thanks for looking out. I really should be drinking tons of water. Alexa, stop. You're hurting me. Okay. Let's open the oven and check out. Ooh, it's sizzling and it smells. Oh my God. That smelled so good. Okay, I'm gonna move my pie for a second. I want to show you. They're not done, but I'm gonna pull it out and show you. Holy shit! Savory granola, I think is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. All right. Wow. This is the curry flavor one, so that's why it's a little yellow. But you can see that it's still a little wet. I'm gonna use a spatula to toss this, and then I'm gonna rotate the pan and put it back in. So I'm gonna use two different spatulas because it is two different flavors. So we're gonna break it up. These are gonna be like the granola shards, you know, granola shards. We just want to break it up and then spread it back up. Spread it back. You can see that it's becoming like a bar, like a savory snack bar situation, but we want a granola. That's what we wanted. If I had some oats, that really would have made this texturally look like granola, but it doesn't really. Let's see. Looks kind of weird, but I mean, it looks like the Trader Joe's like snack squares you get in the bulk bin a little bit, I think. Now that was the curry one. This was the Szechuan flavor. So we're gonna get that. Ooh, flip, flip, flip. Yeah, I had some oats. Definitely would have been more. But it's still like got that ramen. You know, you ever eat uncooked ramen, like the cracker snack? Just it smells like that. That's what it smells like. It kind of looks like that too with the Indian curry noodle in here, but it's something. It's an experiment. We're gonna see how this goes. If this ends up ridiculous, like I'll figure out a way to use it. Blend it up and make noodles out of it. Who knows? But it's supposed to separate and get crisp. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. I'm gonna keep eating my key lime pie. Smell-o-vision. Is it cold? No, it's not very cold in here. I just like wearing this sweater. The CenterNet, Smell-o-vision. You were concerned for my welfare. Oh, Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes. Because Joseph has redeemed Merca's voice for 5 minutes. I'm gonna stand here and eat this confection, this foreign fruit pie. Oh! Do you know what I found at the gas station or the fueling station? Key lime pie, Kit Kat. I honestly wish this was good, cause it wasn't good. I thought it just tasted like white chocolate and then a little bit of lime afterward. You know, I always like to try things when I'm at a refueling station. Oh, hell yeah. Key lime. Have I tried that fruity cereal? There is a fruity cereal, Kit Kat, or an apple pie Kit Kat? Nope. Marcus has not. Oh, it's good apparently. Well, Marcus is very open to any confection you have to offer. Marcus has a mouthful of pie. Marcus is not sure this granola is gonna be good. Does Marcus have a favorite type of cake? What is this cake? Since Marcus is algae, my diet is mostly algae. Soft confection, similar to pie, but more firm. So are you saying it's like algae custard? Maybe? That's Marcus's favorite cake. Algae custard cake. You want a Marcus emote? Well, I'm emoting right now. We will have to ask our friend to make one. What is this one? What emote is that? Algae bread with algae custard on top. That sounds so delicious. To spread the word of Marcus, I don't know if I want my word to be spreading. I don't know. Marcus doesn't know what to do with praise. Marcus doesn't know what to do with it. Oh, this key lime pie is very nice. Does anyone else have any questions for Marcus before Marcus goes to bed? Because Marcus will get really sleepy after this. Alexa, stop. We're back to Jenn voice. Thank you so much. Oh, shit. JV, you redeemed sing mode? Okay. Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes.
Second timer. 5 minutes. Starting now.
You literally just heard me do 5 minutes of Marcus voice, but now you're gonna have to sing. You're gonna have to hear me sing for 5 minutes more. Let me find my headphones so I can hear the beat. Oh, it's a very Chilby. Am I echoing again? Or is it really roomy? I'm gonna make sure that the settings are correct. No, I'm just listening to a delay on my phone monitor, on Cooking Cam. That's why it sounds like that. Never mind, my friends. Thank you for redeeming Sing Mode. I'm gonna continue eating this key lime pie and singing until the alarm goes off. Hey, Alexa, how much time is left?
You have 2 timers. A 10-minute timer with about 2 minutes and 20 seconds left, and a 5-minute timer with about 3 minutes and 20 seconds left.
So, the oven timer will go off before the sing timer is over. It's really weird to sing when you don't know the end of your sentences. I'm trying really hard, trying not to sound like a Broadway production. That's enough pie for me. Thank you, JV, for cheering with 200 bits. I definitely have a Broadway voice. I don't know why. It's probably because my brother listened to them all the time in high school. But it doesn't make any sense if you think about what I listen to. It's a bunch of ska, a bunch of hardcore, and Christian hardcore. And then toward the end, there was a bunch of dance music, ambient, IDM, and punk. Oh, you might say she's singing in a pie note. This is pretty fun. Singing the chat. That sounded like Mike Myers in I married an axe murderer. Right? Do you ever see that movie? Look, I'm trying my best. That's the oven timer. Alexa, stop. All right, my friends, we're going to open the oven. I need my oven mitt, and we're gonna see how well this savory granola turned out. Oh, it's sizzling. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wow. Yeah. So you can see that the clumps are pretty big, but I'm gonna break it up again with this spatula. Oh, Alexa, stop. Okay, I'm gonna speak in my regular voice now. Hi, that was hard. Okay, so I see these are getting more like toasty bread pieces. I wonder if they'll still get crisp though when they get out of the oven. But they still have a ways to go on drying out. But But I bet it tastes fine as like a savory crumble or savory snack. Maybe if I just press them together, it'll become like a snack bar. I don't know. Well, still gotta keep baking though. Break these up, break these up. Thank you for cheering earlier with the bits, JV. That's very, very nice of you. Okay. One. The other one. This is the Szechuan peppercorn one. This one's a little bit drier, actually. I can feel how crisp some of it's getting. So, it's kind of like snack mulch. Kind of a granola situation. I just want to get crisp. I think maybe I added too much discard. But we'll taste it after it finishes toasting a little bit more. All right, 10 more minutes and then we'll call it. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. All right. Whew. So, I've had a chicken wrap. I've had some key lime pie. We are making some granola. Wow, what a full day. My friends. Yes, you're welcome for the content. I want to get better at that. We want to get better at the singing on cue. My friends. So, what else is happening? I am waiting for this to bake. I'm going to drink more of this. I got an idea. We're going to put seltzer in the cranberry juice. Yeah. Boom, got my own little mocktail. My goodness. All right. I've made a rightful mess of my kitchen. Whatever. We're going to mix some cashew powder and some sun-dried tomato into these savory granola bits and see if it tastes like anything. I'm curious to see what this is going to turn out like. Maybe I'll leave it in the oven to harden a little bit more and crisp up. It might be a little too cakey right now, but yeah, curious to see what happened. This was an experiment, so if it doesn't turn out, that's okay, because I didn't know where it was going. Let's see. I know I set it for 10 minutes, but I'm kind of like impatient. Oh, it feels kind of like bread. No, it needs to dry out more. My friends, how are we doing? I saw JV in real life the other night. Oh my gosh. That doesn't happen anymore. You don't run into people anymore. Oops, excuse me. If you haven't told me in the chat what you all are having for dinner, please let me know. I want to talk about it. Let's talk about your dinner. Let's talk about your dinner. Let's talk about your dinner. I want to hear what you're eating. Yeah. Let's see. I can tell you about next week. Next week, my high school friend Lenny, who was in the chat earlier, is going to be my guest. We're going to talk about synthesizers and burgers, which is I mean, gonna be fun. I mean, I know a lot of you in the chat love music or participate with music, or you like burgers. We're gonna talk about both. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. Yeah, Lenny. It's gonna be cool. I haven't spoken to Lenny except for through Instagram and Twitter in about 22 years. So it's gonna be a mini high school reunion because I didn't go to mine. I was like, these people. JK. I like my high school friends. I actually I connected with a bunch of people I didn't have classes with after high school because, you know, I didn't interact with them. I mean, I just had no opportunity until later. But yeah, it's gonna be cute. It's gonna be fun. Alexa, how much time is left?
You have 5 minutes and 20 seconds left on your 10 minutes.
The longest 5 minutes ever. I was gonna see if I could stream another game, but I'm starting to feel like my computer can't handle any more games. And I gotta switch light, so I can't show you Hades or Breath of the Wild. Hopefully this changes soon. I was talking to Chris, who has been in the chat sometimes, about streaming Elden Ring. So, how many of you are playing Elden Ring? I cannot wait to start. And I've been watching people's streams because it's not really spoilers, you know, because you can really take yourself wherever you really need to go. I mean, I know I want to so bad. I want to. We're going to try to project it on a wall and we'll see how that goes. Yeah, very vibey game. Yeah, I've been enjoying watching my friends play. You're 72 hours in already? Holy shit, JV. I know that I racked up like 172 hours on Skyrim, so like I could really like get into a game. Oh, really, David? LT, yeah, it's true. I don't really stream that long. I try to keep it short because I usually have a lot of stuff to do, but oh, cooking cam died, meaning my phone died. Yeah, Skyrim is life. I agree. I'm gonna go charge my phone really quick. I'll be right back. Poor cooking cam. Can I get an F in the chat for cooking cam? F in the chat for cooking cam. Gone but not forgotten. Thank you for the Fs. Oh well, that means I can move the tripod now. It's in the way of the oven. I have a very compact kitchen and lots of stuff in it, so it's very silly. Yeah, so a couple more minutes. We're gonna check out what's happened with this savory granola. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off the oven and let it dehydrate in the oven with the residual heat. And then I'll have maybe a final photo of it when I'm done. But I just wanna like check on it and see if we even did anything remotely close. It's a little, the texture's not right. I think I needed a lot of oats, maybe. But next time we'll add oats. Can't just do it after the fact, because the oats need to like absorb and then crisp. Well, lessons learned. LT doesn't play Elden Ring as much as you want to yet. Oh, the Pokemon my friend named after me is a Paras. Oh, Paras. I remember Paras from the TV show in the very, very beginning. It was so sweet. So sweet. Very cute Pokemon. I'm so glad that's the one you got. Love a Paras. Love a Paras. A little cancer crab. Is his name, which is how he used to sign my name in kindergarten. Oh, that's cute. That's really cute. I love that. That's cool. What Pokemon would I be? I pose this question to you, chat. What Pokemon am I? What Pokemon is Jen? Let me know. Parasect is really cute too. It's got a big old mushroom butt. I love it. My goodness. Hurry up. Hurry up. I wanna try it. I bet you I'm gonna say, "Ooh, I want it to dry out more." I think that's gonna be what I'm gonna say. We're just waiting. Oof. What is everybody up to this week? Tomorrow I am recording. No, we're not recording. I think we're gonna do a live stream. Oh, Alexa, stop. I might be doing a stream with my podcast tomorrow night. We have not confirmed this, but maybe. We'll see. And then I have a deadline on Friday for a writing project, and then I have a writing group on Sunday. So that's kind of what I'm working on all week. All right. Let's check her out. Oh, I hear it sizzling. It smells good. You know what it reminds me of? Those little snack bites in the trail mix. You know, those little like wheat sesame sticks. Oh, Butterfree. You think I'm Butterfree? Thank you. So yeah, I think these need to crisp up and dry out a little bit more, but I can hear it. It's crisping, and it's gonna take a while for this to happen, but there's a granola-like piece here that's very exciting. Oh, I dropped it on my computer. Oh, this is great. I was afraid that it was going to just be cake. So it just needs to dry out a little bit more, but it essentially smells like if you crushed up ramen crackers, crushed up ramen and then just tossed it with the ramen seasoning. That's what it smells like. Texture-wise, I cannot report back until it's fully crisped up and cold, but I can feel that it is hardening on the edges. Like it's gonna get granola-y. Just needs to dry out a little bit more. So I'm gonna turn off the oven and let it continue drying out. And then I'll toss it up and see what happens. I'll take some pictures of it, because I don't think it's gonna finish before the evening. Tomorrow, I think we're gonna be streaming around 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm not sure yet because we haven't posted about it, so we'll see. Oh, Thursday, David, it is pod day. You're recording for Boys Love Manga and then editing the episode. Probably some comics editing for fun. Cool. Do I best identify as a Chansey, Execute, or Togepi? Oh my god, what a question. How dare you make me choose between 3 egg Pokemon? I think it's Chansey. I think I identify most with Chansey because Chanseys are very helpful. They're like nurses and very protective. I pose this question to all of you. Do you think I identify with a Chansey, Execute, or Togepi? I do have a temper like an Execute. Wait, what if this was like astrological signs? So I'm like Chansey, Sun, Execute, Moon, Togepi. What's the third thing? Wait, what's the third thing? Sun, Moon, and what? Rising? Togepi Rising? Yes, I'm gonna tweet this. I'm gonna tweet this. I'm a Chansey Sun, Execute Moon, and Togepi Rising. I love that. That's fucking great. Thank you. You stand Togepi. I mean, Togepi's fucking cute. Togepi's great. All about it. All about it. Well, friends, thank you for joining me on this cooking adventure. I'm gonna let that finish in the oven, and I'm gonna, work on other stuff this evening. But I hope you have a good day. I hope you've had a good day. I hope you have a good rest of your week. Thanks for hanging out with me for a pretty long time. I'll be back next week with my friend Lenny, who's gonna talk about synthesizers and burgers. Next Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern here on Attack the Pantry. Don't forget to save up your channel points to make me sing or use other voices. It's pretty fun when I do it, but also kind of stressful. But all in all in good fun. Don't forget to tag me on your cooking photos this week. I would love to put you on the slideshow. And yeah, I'll see y'all next week. Stand by. We're going to try to raid somebody, but see you later. Chansey!